reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 3, verses 1 to 8. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. There was a man of the Pharisee sect, Nicodemus, a prominent leader among the Jews. Late one night he visited Jesus and said, "Rabbi, we all know you are a teacher straight from God. No one could do all the God-pointing, God-revealing acts you do if God were not on it." Jesus said, "You're absolutely right. Take it from me. Unless a person is born from above, it's not possible to see what I'm pointing to God's kingdom." "How can anyone," said Nicodemus, "be born who has already been born and grown up? You can't re-enter your mother's womb and be born again. What are you saying with this born from above talk?" Jesus said, "You are not listening. Let me say it again. Unless a person submit to this original creation, the wind hovering over the water creation, the invisible moving the visible, a baptism into a new life, it's not possible to enter God's kingdom. When you look at a baby, it's just that, a body you can look at and touch. But the person who takes shape within is formed by something you can't see and touch, the Spirit, and becomes a living spirit." So don't be so surprised when I tell you that you have to be born from above, out of this world, so to speak. You know well enough how the wind blows this way and that. You hear it rustlingly through the trees, but you have no idea where it comes from or where it headed next. That's the way it is when everyone born from above by the wind of God, the Spirit of God. The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning, I am Father Joseph Matthew and this is Coffee with God. Today we reflect on the Holy Gospel according to St. John chapter 3 verses 1 to 8. A heart of faith, not just rules. In Nicodemus, we see the figure of a man who earnestly seeks God. Yet he is trapped within a religion of rules. His faith is sincere but limited, focused more on observance than relationships. Many of us fall into this pattern. We begin with love, but over time, our spiritual life can become a checklist of obligations. A person once came to confession in tears saying, "I couldn't pray the Rosary today." It struck me. Was the sadness coming from a heart that missed being with Mary and Jesus, or from the fear of breaking a rule? When faith becomes only about compliance, we risk losing the joy and meaning behind our devotions. Even the holiest practices can become empty when they are no longer rooted in love. This is why Jesus invites us to be born again. Easter is a season of renewal. It calls us to examine our lives and let go of the burdens that no longer nourish our souls. Sometimes structures and routines that once supported our faith may now feel suffocating. God does not ask for perfection, but for openness to begin again, to walk with Him in a living, growing relationship. Ultimately, the Christian life is not about what we do for God, but how we walk with Him. Do you talk to Jesus? Do you let Him speak to your heart? When we open ourselves to the Spirit, our faith becomes alive again. God wants to meet us in the depths of who we are, not through performance but through intimacy. with Him, our lives can be transformed. The only question is, are we willing to change?